Hey, greetings, everyone. Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, Senior Fellow at the Media Research Center. Last week when a lot of people were looking at what was going on with the market, with the sell-offs that were happening, and President Trump talking about the Federal Reserve raising interest rates, and maybe that was a dangerous thing to do in the economy right now, the progressive socialist media was focused on one thing. And no, he's not related to me, but that was Kanye West. And as I looked at some of the things that were happening, the reaction of CNN, the people that were hosts on the Don Lemon show talking about that this is what happened when negroes don't read, or other people talking about Kanye West has a mental problem, or even looking at the incredibly horrible, offensive skits that were done on Saturday Night Live. Don Lemon himself calling Kanye West part of a minstrel show. It's incredible to me, this offensive, denigrating, demeaning, disparaging manner in which the progressive socialist left would look upon a person that, well, let's admit it. Back when Kanye West said that George W. Bush hated black people after Hurricane Katrina, he was their hero. And when you think about some of the other tidbits of erratic behavior we've seen from Kanye West, such as when he rushed the stage when Taylor Swift was getting a musical award, they really didn't say anything back then. But why is it that all of a sudden now Kanye West is public enemy number one? He has to be openly punished. He has to be openly castigated as being dumb or ignorant or maybe even mentally ill. Because, see, there's something about the collective vision of the left. And that's why I want to talk to you about the tyranny of collectivism. See, just last academic year, the Young America's Foundation invited me to speak at Northwestern University on the subject of the Iranian nuclear agreement and foreign policy. Yet the first question that came to me from one of the students at Northwestern, a black female student, was whether or not I identified as black. You can watch the video and see how perplexed I was when she asked the question. But the real issue is that skin color is now in the United States of America supposed to dictate how you think. And if you think outside of the definitions of your features, then you're going to be castigated, attacked, assaulted, in various manners, means, and, well, public disparagement, public punishment. Because what is happening with the tyranny of collectivism is that if you are black and you don't think the way that, well, the Democrat Socialist Party has prescribed for blacks to think, then you are going to be called, some of those names: Oreo, sellout, Uncle Tom, even though using the term Uncle Tom can kind of be oxymoronic, because in the book, Uncle Tom was the hero. But the left, as with all other things, have taken language and changed it for their own electoral gain. But it's not just what we see with Kanye West and the black community. If you're Hispanic and you're a conservative, well, you're not Hispanic enough. If you're Asian and you're a conservative, you're not Asian enough. If you're Jewish and a conservative, well, then you're not truly a Jew. Why? Because the left looks at us not as individuals that have the ability to think on our own. They see us just as collective groupings. If you are a gay or lesbian person that your sexuality does not define your political thought, then you will be disparaged. And think about the young man that started the hashtag walkaway movement, a gay white male, because he got tired of people telling him how he should think and how he should believe. And it's just the same with women. If you're a woman that does not agree that killing and murdering unborn babies is really a means of birth control, then you're not really a woman to the people of the progressive socialist left. See, what the left wants to do is box us into these groups. If you remember back some time ago, there was this thing called the Borg on Star Trek, and the Borg was all about the collective. And the Borg was all about taking people and assimilating them in. You lost your identity. You became 6 of 7 or 7 of 9 or whatever your numerical designation was. And that's what you become to the progressive socialist left. When they talk about Medicaid or Medicare for all, they don't see you as an individual. They don't see you as thinking about your own healthcare decisions. They just lump you in as a number, as a statistic, and believe that they can provide for your healthcare solutions. See, we have a choice to make in the United States of America. Either we continue to believe in the blessings of liberty and life and the pursuit of happiness, or we will succumb, surrender, be subjugated, and be made subservient to the tyranny of the collective. And that's exactly what has the left so up in arms, so angry, so issuing of threats and mandates, because they don't respect individual thought. They only see groups. And if you act outside of that group, if you are someone like myself or Deneen Borelli or Kanye West who, well, they don't want to be on the economic plantation of economic enslavement that the progressive socialist left has produced for the black community. See, Kanye West kind of likes the fact that unemployment is at a historic all-time low in the black community. And he wants to see some other policies be implemented that can help the black community. Sadly, under Barack Obama, we saw those unemployment rates go sky high. We saw the poverty rolls and we saw the people on food stamps just explode. But see, that was okay because Barack Obama and his skin color associated with the collective, the groupthink. We have a choice to make here in the United States of America. Do we still consider ourselves to be individuals? Do we still believe that individuals have inalienable rights? Do we still believe that we can think for our own selves? Or has it truly come to a point where Clarence Thomas once talked about a high-tech lynching that was reflective of punishing people who had the audacity to think for themselves? That's where we are in the United States of America. And sadly, the progressive socialist left will use Antifa, Black Lives Matter, or a host of other violent mob rule tactics to threaten, coerce, intimidate us into thinking how they would like for us to think. Kanye West is just an example of a greater problem in the United States of America and a greater choice that we have to make. Will we choose the tyranny of the collective? Or will we choose the blessings of liberty? You got about 3 weeks to decide.